Hi folks, it's Mike here. Got another video for you. This time we filmed while out on a social ride up into Norfolk, starting off in Ipswich. So let's have a look at a few of these clips which are focused on looking at progress and restraint. So here we are in this first clip. There's a sign for a junction on the right hand side, a bit wet and damp today. We're easing over to the left hand side here to keep ourselves nice and clear from the junction. National speed limit sign, and then looking up into the distance, looking at the condition of the road, and we can see there's lots of surface water, debris and gravel on the road. So keeping the speed down to a reasonable pace and picking out the dry line, and as we come towards the bend, deciding to ride on the inside of all the debris and keeping my speed down accordingly because we can't see so far around the corner. So as we come round the bend here, if you look into the distance, you may just be able to make out a white van going around the bend at the top of the hill, and that's what we're going to concentrate on in just a second. So just position myself central to my lane here with the oncoming traffic, and then easing out towards the white line, position 3 for this bend. And now we can see the white van ahead, back door is open, so I'm keeping my distance from it because I'm not sure whether anything is insecure inside that may drop out of the back of the van. As we come down the hill here, the van then decides that it's going to turn left, indicator on, and the temptation here could be to actually pull out and pass the van, but we can't see into the junction, so here's where we've got to exercise some restraint and hold back, make sure it's completely clear, and then away we can go.
Of a mile, keep right to Grange Road, then take the first left.
So here I am meeting up with a colleague who's coming on this social ride with me. So in this clip, I wanted to look out for the roadworks signs that are a little further up the road here. So on the left we've got warning of roadworks, and then a sign warning of traffic lights. And it's important here that we don't go rushing in. There's always a possibility that the traffic is already queuing up just round the corner. So moderating our speed, ready to join the queue, and as it happened, the lights changed as we were approaching and we were able to continue through. But it's always important to exercise some restraint there again, make sure we don't rush into where there could be queuing vehicles. So here we have another large white van, this time on a bigger A road, which we're following at a reasonable distance due to the damp conditions. He's indicating to go into the lay-by. Again, we could just about pass here. Now we have a good view, but we don't have any view into the lay-by. Is somebody going to come out as he goes in? So just hold back, wait until you can see what's there, and then you can accelerate through. Right, this one's a little bit interesting in that we've been catching up with a large articulated lorry in several places along this A road, but never having a good opportunity to get past it. local knowledge, I know that coming up there's a long straight, and then after, if we don't get past the lorry, we're going to be stuck behind it in lots of small twisty roads. So the plan is, if possible, as we come onto the straight piece of road, to use the fact that it's national speed limit to get past the lorry, assuming that everything else is clear and safe to do so. So let's have a look and see what happens. So the lorry has just disappeared from view from us, coming into this sharp right hand bend. Keep it tucked over to the left hand side in case there's any vehicles. And then we've got a nice view ahead. We can see very clearly there's no hazards on the right hand side, so nothing behind me as well. I'm going to position myself out wide, ready to do a momentum overtake. Good view of what's going on. I'm doing a true 60 mile an hour here and not gaining on the lorry very much at all. And we've now got a premises on the right, so I'm going to ease back to the left hand side of the road. This is where we have to exercise some restraint, be cautious, wait our time. If we wait a little bit longer, then another opportunity will present itself. So still being patient. The lorry is going well over its 50 mile an hour speed limit. No real opportunity to get past it here. We've got a left hand bend here with a junction. Got a good view across the left hand side, and we can see there's vehicles coming in, so again, no opportunities. Just exercise some restraint, hold back, and now we come out to right hand bend where we've got an excellent view of the road coming up. So just wait through until we're through the junction, still observing the road ahead, making sure that it's completely clear. Commit to the overtake. Okay, so we're coming up to a staggered crossroads here, so we have to give way. Just watching the vehicles ahead, making sure none of them are going to turn right across our path. And then we have a single vehicle here, national speed limits. Nice clear view ahead. I'm able to maintain my speed and then drop in behind the tractor. The tractor then shows an amazing turn of speed, going much faster than I've seen a tractor go for a long time, achieving 40-45 mile an hour along some quite twisty roads. So I had to follow it for quite some time, and again this is where you've got to be exercise and restraint, looking for the opportunity to pass where it's safe to do so, and in fact we had to wait for quite some time. Here we're coming out of Attleborough, still behind the tractor. As you can see, he's pulled away from us a little bit in the 30s limits and back into national speed limits. Just scanning ahead, looking for any driveways, any entrances, oncoming vehicles. There's nothing behind me. I've got a good clear view here through here. Eventually the opportunity to pass and presents itself.
In half a mile, turn left onto the lane. Turn left onto the lane.
Now this example shows us that we need to be sure of where we're going to turn into. So as we turn left into this junction here, there's no sense rushing in. You can't see what's in there, and as we can see the road is reasonably flooded at that point. So always make sure you know where you're going to ride. You get a good view of where you're actually going to place the bike. There's another section of wet, debris-filled road. Picking your line through here to get as much grip and not ride in the mud and slime. Here we can see the vehicle coming from ahead. So I'm looking for a place where the vehicle can pass us safely. So just pulled into the side here to give him space to come through. You can see my shadow there waving for him to come through, pointing out where there's a passing place, or where the road is a little bit wider that he can get through.
Turn left onto left.
I'm getting towards the end of the ride now. As we come around here, I think I got a smell of the bacon.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto left road. Turn left onto Market Street.
And finally here we are arriving at Shipton for a well-earned breakfast.
Arriving at Dereham Road, Breckland, on the right.
I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. Please leave me some comments below, ask any questions about anything that I've done on the ride, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you find these videos useful, please share them with your friends and colleagues on social media. Until next time, this is Mike saying keep safe.